Hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I'm going to jump in real quick and I'm going to talk to you guys about Sam Bankman-Fried. Sam Bankman-Fried is the disgraced founder of FTX, who stole a lot of people's money. And Bankman-Fried basically just got out of jail for almost nothing. You're going to be stunned when I read to you what's been going on since Sam Bankman-Fried got locked up. And I don't know if this is white privilege, wealthy privilege, or an oversight, but it's really going to trip you out because there's even stories about him requesting vegan meals while he was in prison. So get comfortable, buckle up, seatbelt. We're going to get started on the Black Financial Channel right now. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I'm your friendly neighborhood finance professor. On the Black Financial Channel, we believe in the B1 philosophy. That means black first. That means teaching our kids about wealth. That means that building up our community is important. That means that we're breaking generational curses, not continuing them. If you agree with this philosophy, put a B1 in the chat, hashtag B1. Also, shout out the city that you're from. Let me know what city you're coming from. Hit the thumbs up button, all that good stuff. So I don't have a lot of time. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to have to be super quick because my wife is it's Christmas Eve and my wife and I are going to go to the gym. Health is wealth. I've been telling you guys that. So we're putting our money where our mouth is. And the gym closes in a little bit. And my wife is going to come down here any minute and tell me it's time to go. And then I'm going to say, hold on, baby, give me 1 second. I'm talking to my friends. And so that's kind of how our dynamic works. Welcome to the world of marriage, right? But I love it. She's a beautiful black woman, very smart, and she makes me do the right thing. So that's a good thing for my life. Anyway, let's get back into this. So how many of you have been following Sam Bankman-Fried, the disgraced founder of FTX? Anybody seen the stories about Sam Bankman-Fried and how he took so many people's money? Give me a yes in the chat if you've been following this. Just to give you a quick overview in case you haven't followed it, Sam Bankman-Fried is probably the most notorious legal case since Bernie Madoff. They're comparing him to Bernie Madoff. They're comparing him to the fall of Enron. In fact, the person who took over after Enron failed is the person that's running his case now. It was a complete mess. I've done videos about it, and I've told you guys and warned you about the good and bad of crypto. I've actually talked to you guys about where crypto presents opportunities and where there are tremendous risks and where you want to be careful. Well, anyway, so I'm following up on the Sam Bankman-Fried case, and I read something really interesting about his time in jail. If you know this, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I was sent to jail. He got arrested. Excuse me. He was probably trying to run and hide, and so they locked him up before he could run and hide, and they locked him up in the Bahamas. And they put him in there under $250 million bail. That is $250 million in a bond that he would have to put up with in order to get out. So during this time, first thing I read that was really interesting was the New York Post reported that his family was calling this Bahamian prison requesting vegan meals, which I thought was pretty funny. So it tells me that he probably ain't ready for thug life, prison life. That's the first thing. But then the second thing that was really interesting was, did y'all know that when I first saw 250 million in bail that he put up, he eventually got released. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know he got out of jail? How many of y'all know he got out of jail on $250 million bail? How many of you knew this? Give me a yes if you knew this. Well, okay, so my first thought was like, okay, where did he get $250 million? To get out of jail. Like all these people are saying he lost their money. He lost billions of dollars of other people's money. How in the hell does he have $250 million to get himself out of jail? That was the first thought. Then I thought, well, maybe he has a rich friend to help put up some of the money, etc. Right? Check this out. This is the part that really tripped me out. So in most bail bond cases, you have to put up 10% of the bail, right? So 10% of 250 million is 25 million at the very least. In some cases, it's 15%, which would be about 37.5 million. You follow me? So you're thinking that Bankman-Fried or his friends had to put up at least 25 to $40 million in order for him to get out of jail, right? Right? Okay. Well, that's not the case. Nobody put up that kind of money. So if you don't put up the cash, then what you have to do is put up some sort of collateral. You have to pledge your property as a protection to make sure that you're not going to screw up and not pay the bail. Right? Makes sense? Makes sense? Okay. So here's what happened. Sam Bankman-Fried's parents pledged collateral. They didn't put up any cash. They pledged collateral for him to get out of jail. Now, I'm not done. Keep listening. So you would think that if they put up, collateral, then it would have to be 10% of the bail, right? 25 million against, 250 million. That's the standard. What is Sam Bankman-Fried's parents' house worth in Palo Alto, California? It's not worth 25 million. It's not worth 37 million. It's worth 4 million. It's worth $4 million. So you're thinking, how in the hell did you get out of jail with only $4 million in collateral being put up on a $250 million bail. So you go from $250 million all the way down to $4 million. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part is actually he got out on what they call, I think they call it a recognizance bond, which is where you solemnly swear to the court that you will repay $250 million if you don't show up for trial. So literally, this dude basically got out on a promise. He basically got out by this lying dude, this guy who made billions of dollars lying to people, got out based on his good word on a promise. Like, I pinky swear that I'm gonna repay this money. I promise. I put it on God, y'all. I put it on God. I put it on a stack of Bibles, dog. I'm gonna pay you. I promise. How many of y'all think that is the most insane crap that you've ever heard in your life? How many of y'all are like, whoa, wait a minute? Some of y'all got relatives been locked up since the 90s, over very small amounts of bond where they budge not 1 inch. This kid gets this unbelievable, not even a kid, he's 30. So this man gets this unbelievable deal where he can literally pinky swear that he's going to repay the bond, and they let him out of prison or out of jail so he can go home and stay with his parents. That is crazy to me. And I had to talk about it because it's unbelievable. It's wrong. It's ridiculous. It's embarrassing. It's pathetic. It's sad. It's funny. I'm going to the Bahamas next week, so I'm not going to say anything too bad about their government. I don't want to get detained at the airport, but I'm sitting there. I really would love to ask them, like, what's going on, man? Like, why did you, what, really? Seriously? I don't get it. But anyway, overall, he's going to probably get convicted. His CEO is already snitching. Carol Ellison, I think that's her name. You could just tell that these people are not built for like that sort of like loyal thug life scenario, right? They're not ready to go, and they're not like some mafia gang or something that's gonna like not snitch on each other and do 30 years instead. Even if you look at some of the rappers down in Atlanta that are doing their RICO charge, some of them are getting out because they're already like cooperating, and it's kind of tough, right? I mean, think about it. I mean, I don't know if I'd spend 50 years away from my kids just so I can like not snitch on somebody. No, I'm not doing that. But then again, I don't know. It's up to you to decide how you feel about that. So it looks like they're already flipping. They're already, giving up all the information. His people are already telling on him. And so he's going to be the big fish that ends up getting the worst prison sentence. So I think at some point justice may be served, but I have this funny feeling that they might slither him out of this, given that his parents are both attorneys that have connections with the Securities and Exchange Commission. I wouldn't be surprised if they found some way to either get him out earlier or get him out maybe in like 5 to 10 years. Like maybe like, okay, we're going to give you this horrible sentence right now in order to make the public happy. So we're going to give you 50 years in prison, but just know in about 7 years, we're going to quietly revisit your case and kind of do what they did with Jeffrey Epstein. If you remember when Jeffrey Epstein first went down, they really pulled some strings to make sure he got out of jail. The difference with Epstein was he kept on messing up. He kept on pushing the limit, and that's why they eventually had to punish him. But the thing was, Epstein was connected with so many wealthy people and had so much dirt on so many wealthy people. I believe he was a spy. I believe Epstein was a spy from Mossad or something like that, and he was getting all these elites to reveal their dirty secrets by introducing them to whether it's young girls or compromising situations, and then he could use that as collateral to get them to do things. That's what I believe they're doing. And so really the moral of that story is be careful if you're playing a dangerous or high level game. Try to keep your life as clear and as clean as possible, and don't share things that you don't want that you shouldn't share with other people, because people will use that against you. And that's what I saw with Epstein. But anyway, guys, I gotta go. My wife is waiting on me to go to the gym, and I need to go out here and get a workout in before Christmas hits. And I want to remind you that health is wealth, and so take care of your health because it's more important than your money. Because if you don't take care of your health, you'll lose all your money trying to get your health back, and we don't want that for you. So anyway, do me a favor, guys. That's my alarm. See, that's my alarm going off telling me it's time to go. All right, guys. So have a wonderful day. God bless you. Happy holidays. And I'm going to check back in with you guys real soon. So hit the thumbs up button on your way out, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care now. Peace.